Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. If you want to get notifications of my videos, please be sure to hit that bell as well. I try to post every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Some weeks, I'm getting better. So be sure to check those videos out by hitting the notification bell so that you know when all of them come out. So today I'm going to be talking about some ways that I have tried to kind of take the chaos out of managing my home, managing my family. First of all, I embrace lists. So if you embrace the lists, mom brain, pregnancy brain, they're real. A lot of the time I cannot remember what I did 10 minutes ago or what somebody said this morning, let alone, something that is supposed to happen a week from now, tomorrow, a month from now. So I write everything down. Everything. Not kidding. Everything. Everything for this video, everything is written down. So be sure to make some lists. I list everything from my household chores to things I need to pack if I'm going somewhere. I list phone calls I need to make or things I need for my grocery list, everything. So some things that can help you. If you don't like to use pen and paper, you can always use an app. There's a million different apps that you can get that are listing apps, to-do list apps, to help you be more productive. A couple of them that I kind of looked up for you guys. Most of these are supposed to be universal, so whether you have an Android phone or an iPhone, they should be there for you in your app store. There is Todoist, which is one that I use and absolutely love. It kind of gives you a little hey notification whenever you want it that you have a to-do list item that you didn't get done. And it's free. There is, I think, a premium side of it, but I just use the free version and I think it works great. There's also ones like Wonderlist, Evernote, there's one called Bear, Google Keep. I use Google Keep for my grocery list and I absolutely love it. And then, of course, most phones have a Notes app on them already, so you can just jot things down in your Notes app as well. Another thing that really helps me to stay sane is to limit how much I expect of myself every day. So I write my chore list out on Sunday for the whole week, or Saturday night sometimes. And I limit myself to 3 chores a day. So maybe I'm doing the laundry on Monday. Okay, I do the laundry and then I'll vacuum a room and I'll mop the kitchen. That's it. I don't add extra onto that. Now, I do also put on there things like whether or not I'm going to bathe my kid that day. My toddler has eczema, so I only bathe her every other day because her skin can't handle all of that extra soap. So I bathe her every other day, so I write that down on my to-do list. On the side of it, it says tubby time, so that I know that she gets bathed that day. Also, sometimes I'll even write on there shower for me, because our lives are crazy, and sometimes you lay down in bed and realize, I didn't shower today. I didn't bathe the baby today. So those things can go right on that list. There's no shame in writing it down. If you need to remember, you can always write it down, put it in your to-do app, do what you need to do to remember those things. Make sure that you include anything that you have that is like an appointment or somewhere that you need to be for any reason. Sometimes I'll even write down family dinners on there, or if I'm going to lunch with a friend, I write it on there. That way I know everything for the whole week, and if you want to do yours daily, you can do yours daily too. Whatever works for you. but it really helps to have it concrete either on my phone or on a list that I wrote down so that I can actually see it and know, hey, this is what I was supposed to do today. This is what I need to get done. Another thing is to count your messes or accidents toward your daily 3. So you wrote down that you were going to mop the kitchen, vacuum the living room, and do laundry. But little Timmy decided he was going to throw up all over the hallway. Scratch something else off the list. If, somebody decides they want to color on the wall, okay, scratch something off the list. Scrub that paint, that marker or crayon off the wall, and count it as one of your 3. There's no reason to add extra to your list. Now, if there is some reason that you need to get those specific 3 done, then yeah, you're going to have to add to it. But don't drive yourself nuts if you have to replace something with something else. Things happen. Kids happen. Like, we need to recognize that life is not going to be dictated by list. We need to kind of be flexible with that. And I, again, am going to reiterate that I just absolutely write down everything. So I really, really believe that that could help you too. Also, something else that helps me a lot is that I pick a weekly chore day. So my chore day is on Tuesdays. So Tuesday morning, I get everything ready for the day. I get breakfast and have my kids out the door, and then I do my errands. I pack up the toddler and I go to Walmart. I go to Aldi's, which is a grocery store here on the East Coast. Any running that I need to do as far as getting gas for the week, or if I need to go to the post office for anything, it all gets done on Tuesday. I make sure throughout the week, like I said, I list everything. So throughout the week, I keep a running tab of everything that we need in the household so that Tuesday I can go get it and I'm not having to make 80 million trips throughout the week to the store. Now, do I have to make trips sometimes? Yes. Sometimes I forget something that I didn't write down, or I have a last minute item that I decide that I need, so I go run and get it. Again, be gracious with yourself. If you didn't write it down, you didn't write it down, but it really does help. For the most part, I don't actually write my grocery list on paper because 9 times out of 10, that paper gets left on the counter and then it's useless. So I make sure to put mine in an app on my phone. I use Google Keep for my grocery list. I think that works the best for me. So I just make sure that as soon as I realize we're running low on something, I put it on the list. If I think of something that I'm going to need for a specific dinner that I want to make, put it on the list. Because that way, I'm not trying to think of it as I'm on my way to the grocery store or while I'm going down the aisles of the grocery store, because doing that, I almost always forget something. With the weekly errand day, like I said, I write everything down or I type everything in as I remember that I need it, because there's nothing worse than, back to my other example, Timmy just threw up all over the hallway. I don't have any bleach or vinegar or whatever it is you use to clean. Or somebody scribbled on the wall and I don't have the magic eraser that I would normally use to take that off. So absolutely be running a tab of everything that you need, either on your phone or on paper somewhere, so that you never run out of things when it's a dire need. Now, obviously, if you decide, hey, I'm gonna have tacos and I never got taco shells and it wasn't something that you planned, of course you're gonna have to run for taco shells. But if the essentials that you use every day, be sure to just keep them on your list, because they're things that you use all the time. You're going to run out of them. So just once you have done your chores or your errands for the week, put it right back on the list for next week so that you know that you will never run out, or almost never, because you say that and then you do. My last tip for you is just to be gracious with yourself. There is nothing worse than beating yourself up for not getting your chore list done for the day or missing a couple days of it. People get sick. Kids get sick. We get sick. Things happen. Emergencies come up that you can't get things done, or, somebody last minute calls and wants to go to dinner or to lunch, or, somebody needs help with something and you don't get it all done. All I do in those situations is I circle what I didn't get done and I draw an arrow to the next day. Does that put more on the day following? Sometimes I will replace it and I'll move things down. If I've got more time, I'll get more done. But you need to know that you should not hold yourself so accountable to have every single thing done every single day. My vacuuming for my living room does not get done every day. Should it? Probably. I've got 2 great big huge dogs and 3 kids. Of course it should probably be done every day, but I am gracious with myself to know that maybe I can handle every other day. I've got 2 dogs that drag dirt in from the yard every single day. I sweep and mop just about every day in the kitchen, but if I don't get to it one day, I've got to forgive myself for that. You can't keep beating yourself up for things that you didn't get done, especially when you've got kids, because they come first. If your house looks like a mess, it's okay. But I'm hoping that these tips will help you to kind of keep things a little more within your grasp and to keep you sane. Just remember, there's no such thing as a cookie cutter life. Take care.